ACP, did you see this?
If it ain't official Dana J, Prima Donna News, I don't even want to see it.
Though we don't know what tomorrow will bring us, let's live today. I'm saying just in case. Although we don't know what tomorrow will bring us, let's live today. I'm saying just in case. Dear world, I'm writing this letter in an attempt to make things just a little better. This is about living through life's stormy weather, because the truth is that we're not gonna live forever, and that's my point. Well, let me start with my boy that's doing 15 in a joint. Man, he could hoop, but he loved the street life. Could've went pro, instead he chose the street life. He turned rapper and wrote about the street life, but still could not make it out the street life. And one day he bought a Glock. Wait, now page number 2 will take you to another block. A man and his wife can't get along, all they do is fight. Both too stubborn to apologize, and sometimes it gets so bad they hope each other die. And one day she couldn't take it no more, so she decided to run out of the door. She jumped in the car and swerved off in a rage, and baby I'm sorry was all over his face. Oh, we don't know what tomorrow will bring us, let's live today. I'm saying just in case. Now that my homie done bought himself a gun, he stuck up some liquor stores, now he's on the run. Do anything to avoid the police, now he's strung out on drugs and life is getting deep. To anyone, he would do anything, give him the chance and he'd steal anything. Next thing he did really screwed up his life, but first let's go back to the husband and wife. Now he's on the phone with his pastor, and she's on the phone with her mother. He tells his pastor, the woman is driving me crazy. Then swore up and down, she's not the same lady. She says, Mama, the man has been treating me so bad ever since we found out that I couldn't have babies. Then Mama says to her, girl, hold on. Pastor says to him, be strong. Oh, we don't know what tomorrow will bring us. Let's live today. I'm saying just in case. Although we don't know what tomorrow will bring us, let's live today. Saying just in case. Now there's a warrant out for my boy's arrest, cause he done went and stabbed someone in the chest. Man, them drugs just got him breaking all of the rules now. His face is posted up and all over the news now. Meanwhile, on the other side of town, the husband and wife are starting to break down. She says to Mama, maybe I ought to call him. And Mama said, now that's the spirit. He says to Pastor, maybe I should call and say I love her. He say, I'm sure she loves to hear it. Then she gets a call on the other line. It's the doctor saying your test results came back fine. Congrats, girl, you're pregnant. Then she cries, finally a miracle sent from heaven. Now meanwhile, the other side of town, all hell done broke loose and it's going down. Cops chasing Reginald all over town. He's running every red light and driving real wild. Now meanwhile, and this ain't fiction, here is where I need y'all to pay close attention. She's so happy. She calls her husband up. He says, I'm sorry, baby, just as soon as he picks up. She says, I'm sorry too, and I got good news for you. Steve, I'm pregnant and on my way home to you. He jumps for joy, scream hallelujah, thank you, Jesus. While Reginald is still chased by police. She takes the highway, it'll get her there much faster. Reginald on the skyway, chase lasting forever. With the helicopters right over his head, with the searchlights on him. Oh man, oh man. Now he starts panicking. Rachel's driving, so excited she's not realizing that just a block away, a man is on the run, while the husband's at home praying for a son. And the policeman is screaming for the call. Rachel calls her husband and says, I'm getting close. He says, honey, I'm fixing up something special in the kitchen. And at the same time, Reginald makes a stupid decision. He turns down a one-way street. Then Rachel notices this car coming and yells out, Steve, out of control, a senseless mission. Next thing you know, a head-on collision. Oh, we don't know what tomorrow will bring us. Let's live today. I'm saying just in case.
I know that there's more for you, more for us.
Children, rain all night long. Didn't it all, oh my Lord. Didn't it rain? Didn't it rain, children? Rain all night long. Didn't it all? Didn't it all? Oh, my Lord. Didn't it rain?
You can't run from it. You can't deny it. You can't pass it off. It's your call. God knew what he was doing. He knew who he was calling, and he expertly and intricately detailed every aspect of your life, your being, your persona, your psyche, your physicality, everything about you, from the texture of your hair to the color of your eyes to the way that you laugh to the fingerprint on your thumb. Everything is connected to your calling. And until you walk into the fullness of the thing that you were created for, you will find yourself frustrated. You're called.
This is not a test. This is your emergency broadcast system announcing the commencement of the annual purge sanctioned by the U.S. government. Weapons of Class 4 and lower have been authorized for use during the purge. All other weapons are restricted. Government officials of ranking 10 have been granted immunity from the purge and shall not be harmed. Commencing at the siren, any and all crime, including murder, will be legal for 12 continuous hours. Police, fire, and emergency medical services will be unavailable until tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. when the purge concludes. Blessed be our new founding fathers and America, a nation reborn. May God be with you all.
Donald Trump and the MAGA Republicans represented extremism that threatens the very foundations of our republic.
Are they a threat to democracy? Yes. Are they going to take our rights away? Yes. Are they going to put people's lives in danger? Yes. Are they going to endanger the planet by not dealing with climate change? Yes.
People need to start taking to the streets. This is a dictator.
I just don't even know why there aren't uprisings all over the country. Maybe there will be.
She's a genuine danger to American security.
They're still going to have to go out and put a bullet in Donald Trump, and that's a fact.
We have to preserve our democracy, or speak out against lies and hate.
There needs to be unrest in the streets for as long as there's unrest in our lives.
Have a consistent narrative about how dangerous Trump is.
President Biden has been clear-eyed about the threat that the former president represents to our democracy. Donald Trump is an existential threat to our democracy and our most fundamental freedoms.
Kamala needs to stop saying that President Trump is a threat to democracy. It's now being received by some unhinged people as a call to action. Enough is enough.
Gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Why? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. What? Yo, shout out to everybody that's here. What's going on, man? I wasn't even gonna go live today, man. I was on some old chill type stuff. I was on some laid back type stuff for real. But I heard a lie. Actually, I'm lying. I heard a couple lies. Actually, I'm lying again. I heard a bunch of goddamn lies. So my thing is, I don't chase down lies. You know what I mean? That's what folks do. That's what they do. They're gonna lie to the end of the earth. But when you put me with some lies that's not true, and you got people that's watching that don't know the truth, you must realize that I hold all the cards. I hold all the cards. So some things went down yesterday at the courthouse between myself and, the prosecutor and everything. And I said what I said. I felt how I said, and I said how I felt. And I ain't holding nothing back, and I ain't taking nothing back. So when people do lives, right, you got to understand that when people do lives, you got to tell the truth. And if you're not there to see what's going on, how can you do a live saying you're telling the truth and you wasn't there? So what got me was I seen 2 lives today. 2. And I've spoken to one person today. I'm not letting nobody dog nobody out. But what I see is, I see people that's involved in the case that I'm in, right? I see people that's involved in the case that I'm in. But I see them going after a YouTuber that's reporting the facts on the case. I see them calling names. I see them, trying to demise and belittle what that content creator is saying. You cannot do that when that content creator is there. So now here's the backstory of it. I find it funny. Hey, April, I find it funny how me and Wisdom's daughter is cool. We don't have no beef. I'm cool with a lot of people. But she's reporting on the case, and because she's bringing the facts of the case, people that's in the case are getting upset. And they trying to downplay what she's saying with lies. So, what's killing me is how people will tell a bold-faced lie in your face and really don't care how you feel about it. And really don't care how you feel about it. But the bold part about this thing is you can't tell a lie to the internet on somebody that is a content creator about somebody that is a content creator, and that content creator showed you how to report. But you linked up with a journalist that don't like this content creator. And the journalist went live this morning to talk about the case, and he wasn't there. Which made me feel like, let me just watch this a little bit. So I see Dennis went first and talked this shit, popped this shit. That's what Dennis do. Then Scam Likely went and talked her lies and popped her lies. That's what Scam Likely do. Wisdom's daughter went live last night, and she didn't pop her shit. She talked about what she witnessed firsthand and what she had a conversation about. So I just got sent a screenshot. 16 minutes and 13 seconds long. I said, my Buffaloes don't play for another 30 minutes. So let me... What up, Lavero? What up, everybody in the chat? Let me break this lie down. And see, one thing about me, y'all can talk about me all you want. That's freedom of speech. But you ain't gonna lie on me. And you ain't gonna lie about nothing around me. And you ain't gonna lie to nobody that know me. And you ain't gonna lie on nobody that's cool with me. I've always been that way. I've always been a straight shooter. I've never sugarcoated nothing. But before I go there, I'm gonna say this. Little boy in Bolingbrook, you've been craving for my attention. Your whole channel is about me. I get it. I get it, brother. I don't want to give you a response on here. I want to give you a response in person. Okay? Now, that should take care of that. You can reach all you want. But my response, you know what I mean? I'm just flexing my hands a little bit. You know what I mean? I got a little cramp there. My response are in person, brother. You know what I mean? Ain't none of that. Ain't none of that. See, one thing about Dana J, I don't cap. You ain't gonna never see me get on the internet with a prop gun. You ain't gonna never see me put a gun to my head. You ain't gonna never see my mama get on here and plead for people to follow me. You ain't gonna never see me get on here and threaten the AUSAs and then cap and then try to bury everybody else that I don't like. And you ain't gonna never see me go get audios from one of my enemies that's outdated in a situation that I'm in. And last but not least, you will never see me run from anybody. If it's smoke, bring it. I used to say all the time, if you want a war, I'll give it to you. Just bring it. That's all. All this vice lord stuff and all that, I get it, bro. I get it. You've been a vice lord since you was 3. I get it. A mind is a terrible thing to waste. That's all. You nothing to me. I've said that so many times. I've buried so many of you internet people. And there's nothing to it. Y'all can't hang with me in person. Y'all can't hang with me in the street. Y'all can't hang with me on the mic. Y'all can't hang with me on the internet. So what am I wasting time responding to somebody like you for? You damn near 40 years old and your mother got to give you allowance. Stop it. I have my own everything in my name. Even got identity theft when folks stole my stuff. I'm not pressed for nothing, nigga. I don't got to smooch off a white chick just so I can have somewhere to lay my head. I get it out the mud. That's the difference between me and you, little fella. Stay in your lane, buddy. Maybe it won't be that bad when we see each other, but I guarantee you it will be bad. So I'm going to leave it at that. So what kills me is people have selective amnesia on the internet. And they do this thing called reverse psychology. Whereas that they want you to believe that they are the victim when they have victimized everybody on the internet. The problem is, hold on. The problem is you can't victimize me. I might be a victim in situations, but you can't victimize me. I'm not going to stay there. So let's get down to it real quick, because Dion and I'm about to play. And you know me, my boys, my Buffaloes come first. So let's warm this up. Let's go. Let's go.
So she's trying to cover my case and also be the individual who filed a case, who filed a criminal case against me. Well, trying to be the spokesperson for the person, right?
Let's stop that right there. Dana J been on the internet now But let's go ahead. Dana J been on YouTube now for almost 17 years. Right? Dana J do not need a spokesperson in the beginning. He don't need none in the middle. And I damn sure don't need none now. Dana J never had a spokesperson. Do I make that clear? Dana J never had a spokesperson. Now, let's go here. Just because Wisdom's daughter, I'm going to put it out there, just because she follows the case, she have an interest in the case. And because she report accurately with no filibuster, and people watches what she report on, y'all mad. So y'all trying to put things out there. Oh no, Wisdom's daughter is Dana J spokesperson. I wish she was, but she's not. I wish she was my personal PR person, but she's not. Dana J is his own spokesperson. Let's finish.
She did a live last night, and so she said she knows some of my people was in her chat. So I don't know if any of my people was in her chat, but I listened to it this morning, and I want to do a reaction on that video. Okay.
And for the record, this is just a reactionary video. That's it. I'm just doing a reaction to the reaction. So let's say this is a reaction.
The reason why I want to do a reaction, because some of the stuff they were saying was outlandish. I'm like, what? What are you talking about?
Listen, some of the stuff that was said was outlandish. Some of the stuff that was said was outlandish. When people say outlandish stuff, they are known as being a conspiracy theorist or liar, right? So what if the outlandish stuff that's being accused to be outlandish is facts? Then where do we go from there? If the outlandish stuff is facts, you can't say it's a conspiracy theorist or a lie anymore, right? Let's go.
What is wrong with you? What? They accuse. I was always told when someone.
Let's go here. And since you in my chat, I'm going to entertain you. I don't care if I do an hour intro. This is my motherfucking channel. At the end of the day, I don't listen to you. I don't watch you, nigga. People send me all your shit. So what I'm going to ask you to do is when you see me, stand on business, Christopher Gunn. Stand on business. Don't do me like you did Trevin. Don't stand by the courthouse and stay around the camera. Don't do me like that. Don't walk across the street and mumble under your breath. Don't do me like that. Stand on business, my boy. That's all I ask you. Stand on business, my boy. Because I'm definitely going to. Stand on business, my boy. That's all I ask you to do. Nothing more, nothing less. I need you to stand on business. All right? Let's finish.
Accuse you of something. It's something that they're doing. They turn it around and make it seem as if you're doing it, but they're the one actually doing that. That's what they accuse you of doing. Someone told me that. Okay. And I'm going to stick to that one right there because this lady is accusing me of having somebody be involved in my case, and she's involved in my case. Okay?
Huh?
Hold on. So she was at the court. I didn't have a clue she was at the court because I wasn't paying attention to her. And they kind of upset.
No.
Y'all gonna listen to this. Hold on.
Hey, what's up, chat? Joe's Poetry is in the building. Joe's Poetry, what?
Hold on. Listen.
Dana J spoke to infamous Sylvia and her husband. Okay, infamous Sylvia and her husband. Okay, I don't have a picture of her husband here, but spoke to infamous Sylvia about a card that they had that they were struggling to make payments on.
Now, number one, does that make sense to you that the individual had a conversation with me and my husband for him to take over the car note because we were struggling to make payments. So he, I guess, was trying to do us a favor and take over the car note? Does that make sense to you guys? Does that make sense that out of the gracious of his heart, he's going to take over a car note that we were struggling to take care of? And does that make sense? But this is the story he's giving. Hold on.
All right.
Well, that story make a lot of sense. Let me give you the backdrop to it. I was the courtesy officer where I lived at. So not only did I live there, I worked there. So I really ain't need a car. Everything I did, I was cool with. If I needed to get around, I could have got around. But didn't you come and ask me and you said, Dana, can you take this car off our hands because my husband, Ronald, just brought a new car and we can't afford this car? So me as a friend at the time, I said, sure, no problem. It was no sweat on my back. I could afford the payments. The payments was nothing. So I'm trying to figure out, where's the lie? But since you wanted to go live and you wanted to talk about it, right? And you wanted to try to make it seem like people are picking on you when they not. People are doing what we get paid to do. Report the truth. Nothing more, nothing less. This is our business. Right? The same way you go and you beg your crowd to pay your bills, to pay everything you want. But that's your business. That's not ours. That's what you do. That's how you get down. That's how your crew love you. We don't do that. But Wisdom's daughter was accurately reporting what was said. And it's facts. And it's total facts. Oh, hold on, y'all. Hold on. And it's total facts. So where was any of the lies? Any of the lies? I'm just trying to figure out. Because there was no lies being told. Hold on for a second, y'all. My daughter just hit me for something. Hold on, let's see what's going on. Journey, I'm live and you messing up my live. What's going on? What's wrong? I got you. Send me how much it is. I got you. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Hold on. I can hear you now. What I was saying is that I'm live and I got something going on, and you just knocked me out of what I was doing. So what's going on? I couldn't hear you. I just told you that. So what are you talking about? Yeah. I got you. And my baby mother acting weird. All right, I got you. All right. Real dads never end. So when you are specifically out there lying on somebody, that's not good. So the whole thing in the matter is you claim that that was a lie, right? You claim that y'all didn't need help. I get it. Okay, I get it. One thing for sure, two things for certain, is that Dana don't have to lie about nothing. Okay? Dana don't have to lie about nothing. And I'm just going to put that there like that. And I'm going to let the people read it. I want the people to read this. I don't know how I just did that, but damn. I'm good. Because I don't know how I just did it, but it just happened. So, hold on. Let me do this real quick. Withdraw. I'm going to let y'all read that while I send my daughter money. Let's see. So, while you going around telling everybody that, you know, I'm this, I'm that, and all this, technically, you see, Ronald, when I said, Ronald, I'm good. She tried to destroy me. I'm good. I'll just send money monthly for the car. I'm good. Don't need a friendship anymore. I can't trust her. Ronald didn't say, I sold you the car. Ronald didn't say, and we debated. He said, I gave you the car because I like you as a brother and it's your car. I am not that kind of person who changes like that. I keep my word. And I stuck to my word when I said I'm done. So all the lies that's being told, no need to tell lies. No need to tell lies. Because at the end of the day, I have all the proof. I have the truth. So he couldn't afford it no more. And none of this was in your name. You're just on the agreement as a witness. So technically, I might be jumping ahead, but what the people about to hear is a lie. Let's go.
Right? This is how this all started, okay? Let me just say this. Sometimes you cannot help people, okay?
Facts.
You know, you have people out there with a loving, giving heart, all right?
Okay, answer this. Why is it this person supposedly was helping us to pay the car note because we were struggling? After the third month of car note, he decides not to pay the car note anymore. If we were struggling to pay the car note and you supposed to be taking care of it, and you decide not to take care of it after 3 months, that means we're still struggling because we have to pay the car note ourselves.
No.
So that's what happened. He didn't pay the car note. I decided that I wanted the car back.
Is that what
He
happened?
refused to give the car back.
Uh-huh.
But okay, here when we took him to court,
Okay. Hold on.
I won. And the judge gave me a judgment. But people not telling the whole facts on stuff. Okay.
Exactly. People not telling the whole facts on the stuff. You did file. Well, no, actually, Ronald filed. You ain't filed. You was just an associate to it. So Ronald filed because you forced him into doing it, and you used his green card status to do it, which was cool. That's none of my business. Once again, that's none of my business. But you said something that was crazy. You said the reason why you wanted the car back is because I didn't pay. Now, y'all see me and Ronald talking, and I'm like, I just pay monthly. I don't want a friendship with your wife. Well, Wisdom's daughter put out there that me and Sylvia had a falling out. Sylvia said, no, we really ain't have a falling out. The reason why me and Sylvia fell out was because I didn't agree with the Dr. Rice recording. But you don't have to listen to me. Like I told you, I have it all. Let's go.
Okay, all right. So who am I talking to?
Okay.
Dr. Rice was in the Fed paperwork. Was in the federal paperwork. Had a whole indictment with himself in there. I don't run to indictments. I run away from them bad boys. But they wanted, because Scam Likely had a rapport with Dr. Rice, and Coochie had one with him, they wanted to exonerate Dr. Rice on the internet. No, I'm not doing that. Especially when it got something to do with Rob. I keep saying it. My loyalty is with Robert first. Hell with everybody else. So I wasn't doing that. So I bounced. In the process of me bouncing, I got hit in a secret chat with this. I'm tired of your shit. You don't respect others. I'm tired of you doing me wrong. It's always about you. The underlying word is it's always about you. Well, if I'm the one that's reading the court reports and giving people the update of what's going on with R. Kelly, and if at that point we're supposed to have been a team, why are you getting jealous that people is coming to listen to me break down the indictments against Rob and the rebuttals? So that's when you switched your channel from my idea of put it on the table to now you wanted to, I want a court report. At that point, I was done. I was out. And everybody that was around knows that. I wasn't dealing with you no more. I was done. And your sis, she was like, no, we supposed to be a family. Nope. Nuh-uh. And at that moment, I knew then what was coming down the pipe. Then you go here. You said, Dana, you are a sorry A every time someone has something to say to you and you hang up. Yeah, because if I don't want to hear your bullshit, then there's nothing for me to talk to you about. You think about that. And I said it from day one. I don't need none of you. Y'all need me. Who made it possible and for y'all to see Robert? Me. Nobody else. Who made it possible for you to even come into contact with that man? Me. Nobody else. So after I ditched y'all and I said I was done, you put out this video. Uh-oh. You remember this?
Attack on all avenues, all ways, okay? And Mr. Dana, Dantez Jackson, whatever your name is, you know, my husband and I have been very kind to you. I did not know you were recording me from the beginning of me knowing you. So please, sir, I would advise you, Ronald talked to you earlier today and he asked you to please stop it. And since then, I've talked to two individuals who you have talked to, who has been spreading different things about my conversation with you. Okay, you use my personal information in regards to what I've spoke to you about,
and what you spoke to me about was the same thing that you sitting on the internet denying and lying and saying you never said nothing to me about it. Now you just admitted it. And we all know what that is. It's what happened to Ruth. But now you're saying you didn't say it. Well, okay, let's finish. Yeah.
You twist things around. You put your own narrative to it, which became a lie. So I advise you stop lying on me. Okay? Stop lying on me. I will not continue with you doing this. This is not a game. This acting thing that you're doing, it's not working because what you're doing is hurting my family. You're hurting us. Okay? Those who have contacted my government job telling lies that I use my computer to trust me, it will get back to me who you are. Okay? So I advise you guys to stop lying. Stop. Stop it. Enough is enough. I'm not that, I might be nice, but my husband is nice, but he's not. He's going to go the legal way. We're going to go the legal way. Okay? And Larry, if you're giving all these people information to how to do things, I advise you to stop too. Okay? I advise you, Larry, to stop. Because you have had conversation with us. I know you do things behind the scene and all that kind of stuff. So please, guys, stop. Stop it right now.
And the whole time she trying to call out Larry, she's dealing with Larry. But I'm about to get to a point. Watch this.
Stop. And Dana, you show proof of how many times you recorded my conversation with Gucci conversation, a lot of conversation, private conversation that you have recorded without our knowledge. Yes, Georgia's a one-party state, but if you're taking information and putting it on a public domain, that is not legal. Okay?
Wait a minute.
Let's be clear about that.
Huh?
Let's do that.
Hold on.
Okay, let's stop this. Immediate. Enough is enough.
Oh, wait.
And I do not.
Wait. So when her lapdog did it to me, it was shits and giggles and funs and gags. When her lapdog lied about how she got private conversations and shit, it was shits and giggles and funs and laughs. But when I put something out there to tell the truth, to show the truth, now I'm breaking the law. That part, Toy. I never knew that I was breaking the law by defending myself. But let's finish this real quick, and then I'm gonna get to the chat.
Here we go.
Needed a car. They needed some help with the payments, and so he took over the payments. Okay, took over the payments. So technically,
Oh, wait a minute. Plain and simple. I don't gotta lie. Two of the people that was on that phone call when Scam Likely asked me to take over the payments because they couldn't because they couldn't afford it, is in the chat. That's all All somebody got to do is ask the right question, and they both going to answer it. This is the reason why I say what I say. When I'm on the internet and I'm talking to internet people I don't feel comfortable with, I always have somebody else on the phone. And I will announce that in the beginning. And it's not because I'm scared. No, it's because I need somebody to verify that anything that's being said, Dana J is not saying this shit. And I'm covering my own ass. See, I don't tell nobody, oh, don't say nothing. Just listen. I don't say nothing. Just record it. No, I don't do that. I'll let you know, y'all got such and such on the phone. And we all talk. So when you're trying to come back and say something stupid that Dana J said this, I can say, hold on, this person's right here. What was actually said? It's called keeping your hands clean. I told you I think ahead of you, not with you. So let's finish.
The car was still in their name. The lien, the loan, everything was still in their name. He just took over the payments. All was well until him and infamous Sylvia got into it. Okay, they had.
Why did we get into it? We got into it because he didn't want to pay the car note. That's how we got into it. He didn't want to pay the car note.
No, we got into it because Dr. Rice made you look like a fool and doctored up something because he knew you was going to play it and you and Gucci was gullible for content and he let y'all play that shit and he didn't even put it on his joint. I said, no, I'm out. I'm not having the feds come after me again because y'all want to be dumb. No. Let's finish.
But listen to the story they tell. It doesn't make sense.
A little bit of an altercation, and I'm like, where are all my infamous Sylvia pictures? Let me see if I can bring a picture up here. But anyway, they got into it. They got into an altercation, and that was when things started to get messy. Okay, now let me pull up the banner. Okay, because this is all alleged. All right, obviously, Wisdom's daughter was not there. Okay, but this is how it all started. Okay, this is what happens.
Hold on, pause. She said we got into it because I didn't want to pay for the car, right? I'm going to let y'all be the judge of this. Do this look like this got anything to do with the car? Let's start there. Let's start there. I said, no, not me. That's Lapdog and Scam Likely. But okay, Ronald. So now I'm recording and you seen Lapdog play all recordings, not Dana. Well, I'm going to be frank. I hope Scam Likely told you how she was touching on other men, DICKS, when you're not around. I'll just put it all out there. They shouldn't have played with me like that. You called me saying Sylvia loved Dana this and that. And whole time, Scam Likely stabbing me in the back with Lapdog and Stay Puft the Marshmallow Man. I wish I would have known that too. They betrayed me. Now I'm going to let it all out, Ronald. I have nothing else to say. Scam Likely fucked up. And no, the DICK wasn't mine. Ask her what happened. Tea out cook-off after I left. Tell her to show you the whole video. Ask Scam Likely why she put my address out there to Trent, Dubowski, and Kevin. Ask her, what about that I took up for Sylvia? And okay, ask her what about I took up for Scam Likely and Lapdog. This was a hit on me, and they failed. There's no reconcile with me. She betrayed me. Hold on. She betrayed me for the last time. Let's close that out. See, when you have everything, you don't got front. You can boldly sit there and show. She betrayed me for the last time. I reconciled with her 2 other times, and all she do is dirt. to me and run to Dallas knowing I love Dallas and Scam Likely, but they did what they did last night. Now Scam Likely egged it on to discredit me and betray me. Why? I don't know. I'm hurt like hell, but now I'm going to expose the truth since she playing the victim role. Ask her why do she tell Lapdog all y'all business about how she's not happy with you and you only work to send money back to your family. See, like I say, I'm a real cool person, but I can get real dirty. And when I get dirty with it, I bring the facts out. I bring nothing. What the? I bring nothing but the facts out. Hold on. See if y'all see that. Okay. I said, how can I trust a person, Ronald, that constantly hurt me? And all I did was defend him. I'm like, hell no. I'm like, hell. And I can't deal. So ask her why she tell her Lapdog you don't sexually satisfy her. I had her back even when you asked me about it. And I lied to you for her. And I apologize to you for that. I'm good. So since the car was threatened to me tonight, if you want to come get the car, then just let me know. I love the car, but Scam Likely fucked up. And she's talking to people who are on the federal wiretap. This hurts me more than anything. If Dallas was there, this wouldn't have happened. So Ronald said, it hurts, but be calm, Dana. Life is like that in this world, and I have asked Scam Likely to reconcile with you. I really don't like being involved in this situation because I have a name to protect. I expected all this to happen. So he knew what his wife was doing. And I said, no, I'm not reconciling nothing. After telling him to come get the car. And what'd he say? No. That's your car. I gave you the car. I respect you like a brother. Let's finish.
When people are feeling pain, okay? So Infamous Sylvia and Dana J got into it. And Sylvia decides she don't want him to have to, excuse me, hold on one second. I don't know what's going on here. One second. She decides she don't want him to have the car anymore.
Why do I not want him to have the car? Because he was not paying for the car. Do anybody keep a car they're not paying for? Do you allow the car dealership let you keep a car that you're not paying for? No.
Huh?
No car dealership lets you keep a car that you're not paying for. I wanted to repo my car. All right, here we go.
Okay.
Pause. I wasn't paying for it, but you seen on multiple times that I was paying for the car. She wanted to repo her car. The car was not even hers. The car is Ronald. But like I say, I don't care who tell it. Now, here's the real reason why she wanted to try to get the car back. Because she wanted to try to make me look and feel some kind of way. Why? Because she had it in her mind that I called CPS on her friend, her sis, her Lapdog, when it was her and the other friend. But wait a minute. You don't got to listen to me. Let's hear it for yourself.
Upset, especially when you're a good parent.
You know what, Randy? That's why I said F him with the car, because it was like, no, you're not keeping it. Like, you did that to her? Nope. I'm getting my tag. To her? Nope. I'm getting my tag. I don't F him with the car, because it was like, no, you're not keeping it. Like, you did that to her? Nope. I'm getting my tag. I don't F him with the car, because it was like, no, you're not keeping it. Like, you did that to her? Nope. I'm getting my tag. I don't F him with the car, because it was like, no, you're not keeping it. Like, you did that to her? Nope. I'm getting my tag. Because it was like, no, you're not keeping it. Like, you did that to her? Nope.
I'm getting my tag. I don't care.
There you go.
Exactly. So then let him suffer. He gonna ride. Go ahead and ride. You see what happens to you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I got a ticket in Georgia before, and they don't play.
No.
No, they don't.
You can do that to somebody. You can call somebody, CPS on somebody's child, on somebody that's doing well with their child, and then you don't deserve it.
Yeah, Sylvia, you know for a fact we was around him. They all of them know that I'm a great mother with my son.
Yep.
So for him to continuously make this narrative up on the internet, look, my cousin was like, "What did you do to him?" I said, "Nothing, dude." But somebody have to be a damn fool to really think that you're going to be a bad mother and be on live stream for somebody to see it. Come on now. They ain't stupid. They know what the real is. But they're going to feed into the negative narrative because it makes sense. That would make good commentary as keep saying. They're going to feed into it.
Randa, I know what you did to him. You gave him attention. That's what you did.
But you know what the sad thing is? Do you know what the sad thing is? He has women over there that are mothers.
That's what I don't understand, Sylvia, is, and then I had some women come in my chat and say that I lied on them. When y'all all know, y'all sitting over here, know, the people I called out, y'all seen them sitting over there laughing in his chat when he would bring up my child and talk about it.
Thought that shit was cute.
And YouTube needs to be ashamed because they should have had him to remove that. It should have been gone by now. That's I'm working on that now because I'm finna get with a lawyer and I'm about to shut that shit down.
But it's sad that we
my
have to
child
go
still
pay.
sitting on his thing, y'all. Like
Yeah, it's still up there.
So I thought it was because I didn't pay for the car. Wait a minute. There's a part 2 to this.
Yeah. Twin right there. Twin to tell.
He lived close to where the place was. So I saw where he went to go home. So
hashtag.
So here's the question. If you live in Conyers, anybody that know Georgia, if you live in Conyers, and I live in Riverdale, and I'm going approximately a half a mile down the street to get my hair cut and to go to Walmart. And it take approximately an hour to 2 hours with traffic to get from Conyers to Riverdale. And if you never be in Riverdale, you don't know my whereabouts unless you have a tracker, right? So for the slow people that want to say, oh, it was a tracker on the first car. Y'all dumbasses just woke me up because I had no clue about that shit. And I argued with the people that told me, well, yeah, she might be tracking you, bro. I argued with them because I didn't think that was possible. I thought that was just a movie type shit. So now it's other paperwork that's going to come out, and I urge everybody to come to court because you're going to see all type of shit happen. See, I'm not going to read the discovery. That's not for me to read. That's a court document. See, I'm not trying to get people on my side. I just want you to think. And if you haven't been on my side in 5 years, don't come on my side now if you already knew about the situation. See, I'm not out here begging for people. My channel ain't struggling. I don't have to go live for a whole month and come back and still jump off. So I'm just trying to figure out, the investigator.
He lived close to where the place was. So I saw where he went to go home. So
hashtag investigator Sylvia.
Hey, Sylvia, and you have proof of all of this too.
Yeah, I have proof of what the car looked like before I took the tag off.
Oh, I was just going to ask you, did you have pictures?
Yeah, I have pictures. That's how. Look, listen. That's how the tag pictures are. Because I have a picture of my car before I even took it. So I knew, and you know, your phone takes the timestamp and the picture, the day, the time you took the.
Okay. Don't talk.
Okay, that's it. That's it. No. Sorry. We good.
Hey, it would have been fun.
So my question is, because you know her friend said, "Hey, it would have been funny if you would have took a picture of him driving with no tag." That lets you know I didn't even touch the car after the tag was gone. But let's finish.
And it is alleged that she busted tires out on the car.
Now, does that make damn sense? I would bust the tire out the car. Does that make sense? I don't want my car, but I'm going to bust the tires out my car.
Yes, it do make sense. And I'm going to tell you why. Because you didn't want me to have it. And you wanted to make sure I didn't move it. Because as you said, I am friends with the police department of Clayton County. So they give me passes. You have said that many times. But when you realize that I didn't touch the car and the car stayed there for months, and my property manager told me that I had to move it, I kind of looked a little crazy on your part because everything you tried to do backfired. But what you're not telling the people is when you and Ronald went to Tara Recker, what did y'all get off your old car? See, I always can throw the cliffhanger out there. And I always can let it be known. When you and Ronald went to Tara Recker to identify the car because it came back to him, what did you get off the car? What did you get off the car? And for your friend Dennis that's running around with propaganda talking about, oh, that's the same car, so Dana ain't know what he's talking about. No. And then, oh, Dana must have put the tracker on the car. How? I didn't know nothing about it. So Dennis, you close to her. Ask her, what did her and Ronald get off the car when they went to Tara Recker? Because now I'm about to get the video footage. See how this works? I don't bother nobody. I stay to myself. But when people send me shit like this, I have a name and a reputation to uphold. You ain't going to make it bad for me so people can be like, oh, no, Dana J is the one that messed with it. No. I'm going to clear my motherfucking name. I don't care who say what. I'm going to clear me. And I'm going to tell facts about everything else. Let's finish.
Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Y'all, listen to the logic, the foolery that she's saying, and let's make sense out of it. I'm just talking in between because this is a reaction video, okay? Let me go ahead and let her play a little bit. So y'all listen.
Okay. Bust the windshield, all right? And he was like, well, the car is useless. I ain't paying. Okay. So the car sat there, and wherever the car was, the car couldn't stay there. So he's like, well, tow it. And the car got towed. The car was no longer in his possession. Hold on 1 second. I gotta check a puppy real quick. Just one. Hold on 1 second.
Did y'all hear that, y'all? What she's saying makes sense to you? There's always a missing piece.
My little brown doggy Allie is just giving her own self a bath. Okay, mind you that when I want to give her a bath, she don't want to get up in there. Okay, I got a nice walk-in shower, and she be like, no, nope, I'm good. Anyway, so And he's like, well, I'm not paying for the car. The car's no longer in my possession. Now, there is some question as to whether or not there was a tracker on the original vehicle that he got from Infamous Sylvia. Okay? Can't speak on that.
Yes,
However,
CJ.
Dana J gets a new car. Okay? Got it on his own. Gets a new car. Everything is fine. And so he starts noticing that people are showing up at his job. And then he's beginning to see posts online of places where he just was. Oh, Dan and J's over here. Oh, Dan and J, just went to get some banana pudding ice cream. Dan and J just went over here to the Pink Crab to get some crab leg, right? So, listen, we all adults here. We ain't stupid, okay?
Clifton,
every time I go somewhere, somebody's putting up where I just was.
Clifton, you know it, right? All right, let's listen to her, y'all. I'm gonna try not to just interrupt anymore. Hold on.
On YouTube, we got ourselves a problem. We got a problem. So that's where all of this nonsense started. So he's like, how do they keep figuring out where I am? We doing drive-bys. Okay, not we, I wouldn't hear. Okay, let me say they. Okay. They doing drive-bys, driving by the house, they getting caught on Ring cameras. They taking pictures of his car and posting it up, some real intimidation type stuff, some real mean girl stuff, but on YouTube. Let me tell you, this YouTube stuff is crazy. Some of these people out here on YouTube are nuts. And she one of them. Okay. Don't she look nuts? She one of them. Anyway.
This girl. Let me tell you, this girl has every picture from my Facebook, from my Instagram, from my TikTok. She got so many pictures of me. I think she keeps a shrine of a collage of me in her portfolios because the pictures she be taking of me, I'm like, damn, I don't have not one picture of her. But she got a whole bunch of pictures of me. If you go through her channel, you'll see all these pictures that she has of me all the time. My name is on her channel constantly. She's definitely a fan, like you said. She's definitely a fan. She's a fan of Infamous. Definitely a fan. And then there's somebody by the name of Drama, the one that comes into the chat. Y'all, Drama is one of the people that used to be in this channel. And I have an idea who it is. But that Drama person is on. Y'all going to hear that person in her chat. That person's giving her information. So that's why I know it's somebody that used to be in my channel. There's so many folks who claim to have been with me, but they were snakes from the beginning. I used to always feel like that when I used to have
wow,
not members. I used to have backroom things, and I used to always have a feeling there's some people that's snaking me back there.
Wow,
and there was always somebody, and God gave me discernment about that. That's why my trust level was never right. So there's a few people who is no longer part of my channel, but they change their name and they go into these people's channels, and whatever conversation or whatever I had with these people, they go and share it with this with this lady and stuff like that. So that's why you have to keep, just keep your antennas up, y'all. Just never trust folks.
Wow. That was a bold statement. Remember, when people tell you about somebody else, they always talking about themselves. Dana, why you say that? At one point in time, wasn't that you? Wasn't that you? Wasn't that you at one point in time? Wasn't that you? So now folks be like, oh my God, hold on, wait a minute. Wait a minute, there's something more to this. Wasn't that you? Wasn't that you? I'm just saying. Wasn't that you? And I keep saying it. I don't accept private apologies. But wasn't that you? And for the people that go with their lie, talking about I stole from Robert, look at what Jeff Laleek said. Bruh, you acting like Rob put you in charge. Never understood why we couldn't break even behind the scenes, but you want to make this matter public. Right. I ain't doing nothing behind the scenes. No, nothing. Nada. Nothing. Then you even writing Robert. But when you writing Robert, who do you use? Remember. Who do you use? My daughter is the makeup artist, Dallas. Dana, a.k.a. Baby Boy, introduced us to you last year. I have been to every court hearing in Chicago and the one in New York. Like, come on. I'm nowhere near that. I'm nowhere near that. But you use me for clout. For somebody to remember you. Let's finish. It's always the people that try to get close to you. That's why I never trusted none of you. So you can't use my slogan against one of my friends. Even when I'm wrong, Wisdom's daughter tell me I'm wrong. That's why I love everybody that's around me. Because if I'm wrong, they're going to tell me I'm wrong. Me and Tori used to get into it all the time. Me and Alicia still get into it. Me and Wisdom's daughter get into it. They tell me what they don't like. I tell them what I don't like. I get mad and I just hang up the phone. But you got mad because I hung up the phone on you and it threw off all of y'all game plan. This is why I don't worry about court. Because I don't have no isms, no schisms, no nothing. I come with facts. And whatever I did wrong, I stand in front of it. When I stood in front of Judge Manning, I knew I was cooked. But you left that door open and you told a lie. So I told the truth and she threw it out. Make it make sense. Let's finish.
Never trust folks. Anytime, remember when Peter kept saying, "Oh, I'll never betray you. I'll never betray you." And then Jesus said, by the time the crow crocks 3, he'll betray, you know that.
So you Christ now?
I know, sir. I don't want to mess up the Bible and exactly, but y'all know the story. And people always claim, "Oh, I'll never do this to you. Don't trust them because they'll do the same thing that they say they'll never do."
Listen, right? Don't trust her. She talked about herself.
Months and months go by. And here is how Dennis Byron gets into it. Because apparently Infamous Silva was on her live at some point, having a kiki laughing and talking about this tracker. She tells Dennis about it. But Dennis doesn't say anything, right? Until one day when Dennis and Sylvia...
I'm on live giving the people a reaction to this girl's video. Yeah, she's talking about me. She did a video last night on me. Yeah, somebody contacted me this morning and told me, and that's what I listened to this morning. All right. Okay. All right. Sorry. Yeah, that was Dallas. Hold on.
Have a falling out. Now Dennis and Sylvia don't fell out, right? So now Dennis is feeling a little petty, and he decides, you know what? I'm going to tell Dana about what Sylvia did. So he does. He's on his channel, and he's like, look here, you might want to check your vehicle because Sylvia says she put a tracker on the car. See, she told me this like 6 months ago, and I'm just now telling you, but it is what it is. You might want to go and check. And hold on 1 second, y'all. Let me just, that's better. That's a distraction. Anyway, so Dana goes and he checks. He can't find nothing, and he enlists the help of a friend who tells him about an app where he can search for it. And
I wonder who's that friend he enlisted. Was it you? Was that friend you? The friend that he enlisted. Was that you?
I didn't even know her at the time.
He ultimately finds it and calls the police and drives the car to the police station, and they help him take it off the vehicle. And that was the whole situation. So how they were tracking him to his job, tracking him to his home, doxing him and doing all type of stuff, it was due to a tracker that she put on the car. Now, let me tell y'all something. We have a kiki. We come for each other, okay? I've called Sylvia infamous snake, infamous scammer, Bible lady, scamming Bible lady.
But you don't know, this lady here, y'all, was selling my bankruptcy information on the internet, and I have that. This lady here was selling my bankruptcy information. She had a paywall
What?
for people to come to her channel and pay for my bankruptcy information that she was showing them. That's a criminal act. So we will discuss that later on. Hold on.
Sister scams a lot of names, right? I've been called Wisdom's Devil. I've been called what's the new one? Frog Eyes? Baby, I like my eyes.
CJ, I am serious. I got the screenshot of her having a paywall and selling my my bankruptcy information. Selling it meaning that she's in her paywall. People have to pay to go back there and hear her talk about my bankruptcy information. She talked about everything on my bankruptcy.
Wait a minute. Wait.
She sure did.
Wait. So if you're saying that that's a felony, when your lapdog put all of my child support stuff out there, which has been dismissed, that's not a felony? But as your lapdog say, it's public information, right? So it's cool when y'all do it to other people. But when somebody do it to you, it's a problem. When y'all was doxing Alicia and y'all played with her kids, that's why she on where she on now. That's not a felony? So when y'all dox Dr. Rogers, who was a public official for the government, that's not a felony? But only when somebody displays your truth, it's a felony. I get it.
It's against the law. That's a felony.
And so does the Wisdom family. But anyway, all type of stuff. But that's name calling, right?
Not only did she followed her friend and doing the revenge porn, because she put a picture of my breasts on her channel. Yep, I got that too. She put a picture of my breasts on her channel.
Oh, wait. Let me clear something up. Your breasts was administered through foreign commerce by you. So how is it revenge porn when you put it through foreign commerce? When you administered it on the internet and sent it through the internet? So how is that revenge porn? But didn't your friend play a video of me in sexual activity on his page? Oh, but that's not revenge porn though. See how this go? See how this go? Your same friend that came running in here trying to make a statement. I'm just saying. Ain't that revenge porn? Ain't that a felony in your book? What's going on? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Everything that y'all do to somebody is revenge porn and is a problem and this and this. You know what I mean? Or should I say, and what somebody do to you is revenge porn and this and this and this. But what y'all do to other people is just nothing. Boy, y'all crazy. Let's finish.
You take it upon yourself to go into an Apple store and to buy an Apple tag, and then to go turn around and put said tag on that person's vehicle so you can track them and trace them and pull up on them like you got some kind of special powers, baby, you have crossed the line. Okay? That's the problem.
She's advocating for the person who has the case against me. She's advocating, since he can't talk about me, she's talking about.
Let's clear some things up real quick. Let's clear some lies up. She's not advocating for me. She's telling the truth. That's what she observed. That's what she see. She ain't advocating for me. She's telling the truth. That's what was told to her by multiple people and what she witnessed herself. Now, you said, I can't talk about you. I can. I choose not to because you're nothing to talk about. But I really can. I'm not the one that have charges on me. You do. I'm not the one that's on bond. You are. I can talk about you till I'm blue in the face, but I choose not to. So please don't get it correctly. I mean, don't get it misrepresented and don't get it wrong. I do not choose to talk about you. Unless you make yourself content and you do something stupid, as you always do, and it's a story to talk about. I break stories. I talk about stories. I talk about things that's going on. What am I getting out of talking about you? Let's ask that question. Am I Keith Sweat voice? Nothing. Nothing. So why should I talk about you? You want people to talk about you because it keeps your name buzzing. No, not doing it. That's why I call you Scam Likely. Let's finish.
For him. That's what she's doing right now. She's advocating for him
Mm.
she's doing it through for him. And you're going to hear exactly what she said. You're going to hear what she's saying. She's advocating for him. She's going to be talking to the prosecutor and all that. Just listen. Listen, y'all. She's doing exactly what she claimed the person that was at the court with me did, which the person that...
No, let's keep it a buck. The Lord Dyke Central lady that was at court with you, the one that looked like a broken reindeer, she actually was talking to the prosecutor. I was sitting there watching the whole thing. I was technically on the other side of y'all, watching y'all as y'all was looking, trying to find to see where I was at. Because she asked you, I don't see him here. Where's he at? And I'm sitting behind y'all laughing. So when you talk, make sure you're talking facts. And you went and talked to the prosecutor, and y'all had a nice little conversation after the judge called your case, and you said that you was there. So she went and said something to the prosecutor, and they had a nice little conversation. Then the prosecutor went up and said, well, Your Honor, what are we going to do about this case? Because he's sick. Her lawyer's sick. The judge said, I'm going to reschedule it. And then she turned around and said, okay, y'all can leave. My question is this. Whose side is the prosecutor on? Because a real prosecutor ain't going to be talking to y'all about nothing, especially if your lawyer not there. So yeah, I threw a hissy fit. I had some concerns and I snapped. Because if you're supposed to be fighting for me, there's no breaking bread with the enemy. None. So I'm trying to figure out, where was the lie? I still can't find the lie. I wonder why. I wonder why. I wonder why I can't find the lie, any lie that Wisdom's daughter told. Because maybe she was there. And maybe even when Dennis Byron tried to attack her, she laughed at it because he wasn't there. And neither was y'all, because y'all left. The whole time I'm sitting right there. And if you think I'm lying, and your homegirl got up and said, "Peace out, y'all, we gone," and then tried to bop up that hallway going out the court, which she should have been charged with contempt of court. So where's the problem? I'm not going to sit by and let nobody get lied on when they did nothing wrong. And I don't care who it is. I stand for what's right. Now, if Wisdom daughter was wrong, I would have went live and said she was wrong. But I'm not going to let nobody try to check her for her reporting, and she's reporting accurately. Ask yourself this question. You run behind courthouse to courthouse, right? What do you report accurately? That's all I want to know. What do you report accurately? Let's finish this.
Court with me did not do that, and she got the two people mixed up, because the person that was at court with me yesterday was not the person that was at court with me the day that I had on that suit that she's going to talk about.
No, you're mixed up.
But they don't know the difference. They think all black people look alike.
Hold
on.
I don't know about y'all, but it damn sure is a problem for me. Way too far. So this is how all this started. Because she did not want him to have the car because they haven't fallen out. I mean, like, I've heard of it.
No, she did not want him to have the car because he was not paying for the car. That's the facts. Okay. Then she sued him. I sued him. That's the fact. Let's get the facts together, lady. Let's get the facts.
Petty before, but this is a whole new level of petty. Okay. Whole new level
now, wait.
of petty.
So she's trying to.
Now, wait. I just proved that she was a total lie, right? I just proved that she was alive. Now, I'm going to go back up and I'm going to read what y'all was saying. Let's go back up. Boom. Let's start there. She told her whole life that y'all fell out because of Dr. Rice. I remember it like it was yesterday. Facts. 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 Sure did. Now she want to tell another lie. These people kill me. They forgot the lies they already told. Now they telling new ones. Facts. Mama Mary said, "Toy, I remember." Now Taylor said, every time Alicia, new lie. Yeah. Exactly, Nell Taylor. They can't even keep their lies straight. And this shit about a few years old now. Facts. I just keep everything. Alicia said, first of all, it wasn't her damn cup. Facts. Second of all, she wasn't paying the notes anyway. She was waiting for Dana to pay it. Facts. Judah said, fool, you wasn't a car dealership. Mm-mm-mm. This goofy bee is still rambling on about this car that they gave Dana. Like the fuck? Right, EJ? Oh, so now it's because he called CPS. Get the F out of here, line. I'm trying to tell you. The fuck if you are. Hold on. Baby, that's why I re-recorded they goofy ass lives and videos, because they ass be lying and they try to make people believe they be telling the truth. Goofy ass facts. Here's the most important thing. Then she blocked Dana from paying her on Cash App. She was being spiteful to make it seem like he didn't want to pay. That's why I say I don't gotta argue. The facts is here. The people that was there is in the chat and can tell you. My story ain't never changed. Alicia, sure did. Thank you. We ain't seen a lawyer or police officer yet. Hell, I'm still waiting almost 6 years later. Ms. Toy said, we used to tell you that all the time, but you didn't want to believe it. Thank you. That's facts. Scam likely and stink bait. Must be goosing because they sure go hard for each other. Yo, Lexington crazy. Lexington crazy. Which proves she had a tracker on both the cars. Her husband tried to sell you and the new car you brought. So that kills Dennis Byron's whole narrative. When they cut military funds, oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. When they cut military funds, military girl ain't going to be laughing. Yeah. That's why the apartment complex told it, because of no tags. So whatever happened to that vehicle after she took the tags is on her. Facts. Facts. Dennis is a dumbass, and he wants the one who told you, and he was the one that told you that part. I mean, listen. Not only that, Dana, you called the car place finance company on your live, and what you found out was flabbergasting. People forget that I actually called places live, and I actually did call that place live. They took the tracker off the car. That's what they got from the wrecker. They've been tracking you, Dana. That's how Debo, Bedbug, and the rest got your address. Which makes me think that's how they got my sister's address. Because her house was hard to find. Which make me want to do something like this. Hold that thought. Which makes me want to do something like this. Let's see. Hold on. Where is that? Oh, where is that? Which makes me want to do this. And see, and the crazy part is people have no idea what I went through with these folks, right? So they sit back and they make light of it, like, oh, Dana, nah, y'all don't understand. Oh, Dana, just go ahead and drop the case and this and that. Nah. Y'all don't understand what I went through. So I ain't dropping nothing. I'm not dropping nothing. This gonna make me press harder. Okay, I'm gonna say this. Even though me and Kevin ain't beefing, there's a history. I can understand this, right? Because I was live. And I was talking about the tags being gone. I can understand that. Right? But what I can't understand is I can't understand this. Because he's in Texas. So who took this picture? He's in Texas. So who took this picture? Because you just said you followed me when I went home. I'll give you one better. If he's in Texas, how did he get this picture? If you are not administrating things through the internet, which is foreign commerce. More importantly, you don't know Riverdale like that. So if it wasn't a tracker on a car, how was you able to locate me so easily and so quickly? And for your friend that'll come out and say, you tell everybody where you want to be at. I can tell you wherever. Georgia ain't that easy to spot like that. Especially when I'm in secretly ducked off places. So I don't know. I don't know what to say to you. Other than two things. If y'all want the truth, go look at the video. The jig is up. Scam Likely and crew, the truth shall once again set you free. Set Dana J free. Go look at that video. And if you want to look at another video that happened when all this broke loose, I'm going to give you the title. Go look at the video called, hold on. I'm going to give you the title. Hold on. The title is I'm minding my business, but the lies won't stop, okay? Go look at that. What is the year on this? Hold on. What year was this? Hold on. Ooh. Nope. What year was this? I ain't even put a year on this, did I? I think this is from 2020. I think it's from 2020. Yeah. I think that's from 2020. Hold on. Yep, that's from 2020. Go look at that video. It's called "I'm Minding My Business, but the Lies Won't Stop." Okay. It's from 5 years ago. I'm sorry. Yeah, 2020. Go look at that video and watch it all the way through. You know what I mean? Then you're going to see the facts. You're going to see the truth. On that note, only thing I got to say is let's finish looking at these messages. Let's finish looking at these messages. Willie Jones said exactly, Leisha and Miss Toy right, doing too much. All that to one person. Alicia said it sure was a tracker on the old car. That's why that dude, Opinionated News, had Dana address. Facts. Dennis, but when he fall out with Scam, likely he runs to Dana. No, that's dead now. She look nuts. Don't she look nuts? Warriors, tell your subscribers the argument you and your ex-husband had on the phone. He told you to stop doing what you was doing. Facts. He definitely did that. And he said, leave them people alone. The Warriors was throwing rocks and hiding her hand. Yeah. Really on tally. Long lost sister out here doing the most. EJ crazy. Exactly, Thoy. They've been doing that shit. Facts. She took lying, scamming, and betrayal to a whole new level. Right, Mama Murray. Lisa said she sure did. Yeah, hell, she can barely read, let alone read a Bible. She can't even interpret what the Bible is saying. Oof. Tussie Pop hit. Exactly, Dana had no clue who Wisdom's daughter was at the time. Facts. I ain't know who the hell Wisdom's daughter was at the time. Let me tell you how I met Wisdom's daughter. I met her at a court case, right? But when I first found out about her, I didn't like her because I seen what they was doing to Shirley Strawberry. Until I talked to Wisdom's daughter, and she was completely green about it. That's when we became cool. Because we all seen what was going on and with Shirley Strawberry. She need to stop when she practically docks everybody on YouTube. Facts. Picking and choosing as fine as, oh yeah. Toy, I totally agree. Breast or chicken breast. You shouldn't put that shit out there on the YouTube. For us to see it, dumbass. Wow. EJ going in. We all seen when she doxed Dr. Rogers' whole family and lied about it while seeing her silhouette shadow through the computer monitor. Facts. That's what made Dr. Rogers go off. Sylvia and her friends did too. They played the video of you doing sexual acts with a woman. Right. That's what I'm saying. Ain't that doxing? What up, Cox? Not to mention, one of the family members she doxed had recently passed away. During that time, Dr. Rogers confronted her about it and asked her what was she talking about. The Wars was caught lying. Yep. Island Beauty, what's up? Nah, WD had the bankruptcy on her live. That was a live open to anyone. No purchase necessary. Thank you, Island Beauty. Right. That's what I'm saying. A lie don't care who tell it. A lie don't care who tell it. I'm starting to believe the reason that Dennis don't want to testify is because he was in on it, in on the shit from the beginning. Remember, he didn't like you, and he used to go at you for Silverback. Right, Leisha? That's facts. Facts. I'm starting to believe the reason that Dennis don't want to testify is because he was on the shit from the beginning. But, I mean, listen. I just sit back and let everything fall out, you know? No, she was tracking you. That part. That part. Dennis only told you because the Walrus was taking his spotlight on the shit. He taught her about journalism. Wow. You know what, Toy? I ain't ever think about it like that. Exactly, but he did think that Dana was going to press charges on her ass, because in the same breath, Dennis was sly away trying to get Dana not to prosecute her ignorant. Man, listen. It's a history of this. So why wouldn't I prosecute? It's a history of it. But look, you don't got to be great to get started. You just got to get started to be great. Be someone important. Be yourself. I'm up out of here. About to go watch my Buffs finish out. Remember, I thank everybody. Y'all been some good folks. Everybody that donated, I thank you too. Everybody that just came and gave me a view, I thank y'all. Dream Team, you know how we lock in. We love each other. We roll with each other. One for all and all for one. See y'all Monday. We got to talk about some things. Monday topic, the blasphemy of the court system. We going in and we talking about Robert Kelly. Don't miss it. 6:30. I'm here. Peace.
Sometimes a misty rain that gently touches my soul. Feels just like fire shut up in me. Yeah, simply lose control. Oh, rain down, follow me. Let your love just fall like raindrops, rain. Follow me. Oh, rain down, follow me. Let your love just fall like raindrops, rain. Follow me. Oh, yeah. Let me say it again. Out of all I've been through, I'm still here. Should I be lied on, mistreated, talked about and abused, but I'm still here. Oh, many days I thought I was gonna lose my mind, but I'm still by the grace. I'm gonna say it one more time. I'm gonna say it again. I'm gonna say it again. Lost a lot of people and lost a lot of things, but I'm still here. Somebody can testify and tell somebody. Many people turned their back on me and walked away, but I'm still here. Oh, Jesus, can I be honest today? Life ain't really been easy, but God's been good, and that's why I'm still here. Oh, it's by the grace. Let's go, y'all. Let's go. I'm still it's by the grace. Can I get milk with it? I'm still here. Oh, Jesus. But I know that I'm still